My name is Mrs. Iyeme. I am a PhD teacher, BST PhE. The topic for today's the topic of today is athletics. The topic is athletics. The objectives of these topics are: define athletics, list the divisions of athletics, mention the types of throws. Now let us look at the definition of athletics. Athletics are competitive sports that involves running, jumping, and throwing of implements on the field. Athletics are competitive sports that involves running, jumping, and throwing of implements on the field. Now let us look at the history of athletics. Athletics is as old as man himself, and the origin cannot be traced easily. What it means is that immediately a man is born, he starts participating in athletics. He starts either walking, running, throwing, and all sorts of activities which are involved in athletics, informally or formally. The ancient Greeks were the first to develop athletic events. It was organized during festival which got started in 776 BC in Greece, and it was known as Olympic Games. It was held in honor of Zeus. Zeus is the king of Greek gods. But a man came up and looked at this event as a pagan festival, and he banned it. This man is known as Emperor Theodorus. Emperor Theodorus banned Olympic Games because he believed it's a pagan festival. But when this tune was banned, something happened. The people of the Greece started dying because they were no more participating in games and sports. They are drinking, gambling, and smoking. As a result of this, they started dying early. They are no more growing old again. Then another man came up and decided to revive Olympic Games. The name of this man is Monsieur Baron Pierre de Coubertin. He is a Frenchman. He revived Olympic Games in the year 1896. And as a result of that, he was called the father of modern Olympics. And immediately he revived the Olympics, the death stopped instantly, but because people went back into participating in sports and games. But this time, the modern Olympic is not meant in honor of Zeus or any god. It is purely for sports activities, which involves all the countries around the world. This is the same Olympic that we participate on today, the modern Olympics. It involves running, jumping, and throwing. Now let us look at division of athletics. Athletics is divided into two, namely, the first one is track events and the second one is field events. Now let us look at track events. Track events consist of running events such as the sprint races, middle distance races, and long distance races. It involves running between lanes on the field. That is track events. Now going down to field events. Field events consist of jumping and throwing events. We have 4 types of jumping events. They are long jump, high jump, triple jump, and pole vault. These are the 4 types of jumping events. The 4 types of jumping events again are long jump, high jump, triple jump, and pole vault. Now let's look at the throwing events. We also have 4 types of throwing events. They are discus throw, javelin throw, shot put, and hammer. The 4 types of throwing events again are shot put, discus, javelin throw, and hammer. Now let's look into evaluation. Evaluations are those things that we need to achieve at the end of the topic, which are define athletics. I hope that all of you are able to define athletics. List the divisions of athletics and then mention the types of throws. Athletics are competitive events which involves jumping, throwing of implements on the field. List the divisions of athletics. The divisions of athletics are track events and field events. Mention the types of throws. We have shot put, discus, javelin throw, and hammer. Now let us look at the assignment for today's topic. Students, the first assignment is mention 4 types of throws. And the number 2 says mention 4 types of jumps. Mention 4 types of throws. Mention 4 types of jumps. Students, this is the end of today's lesson. Thank you and remain blessed.